ban phase is ready to go. Suijay, Paul, we've taken a look at what we have with the new May update. We saw Europe yesterday. What are we expecting to see today as Teamy and the Flash are banned right away?
Yeah, Flash being a first ban is actually a little off meta because he's actually gone through the drafts in the Valor series. Teamy being banned is typical of ALG. They normally like to ban Teamy and just take him off the map. And Omen being a priority ban here because he's such a strong side laner.
I wonder if this was a little bit of feeling the scrims, maybe seeing the Flash come out there and being afraid of that. Of course, we do remember that one time that Rest played the Flash when they did a 5-mage composition.
Yeah, they did.
That was fun. I do agree that this is a little bit off meta. Everything else pretty standard. Omen and Zennial being denied as well as the Max. So the globals are off the board. I think that's hugely important for these players.
Yeah, with Max being taken off the board, they may potentially want to play an ADC. Superman being banned, Tulin looks like a nice first pick, but Alice is also open. But they're going to go ahead and prioritize the Malik, which leaves Alice and Tulin open for Flipside to first pick, or first and second pick here.
Tulin coming out here in this #1 spot, I'm not really surprised. He's one of those mages that still maintained pretty good form after the May update there as well. And Lubu, this is one of the first times we've actually seen Lubu not first pick there, but they let Alice.
That was the first. That was the first thing I was going to say was they let. Yes, you got the Tulin. Yes, you got the Lubu. Sure, you got early game, but you're putting Rest into the hands of Alice, his most prominent hero. It is an unbelievable effort he has put in. You've also got a Wonder Woman to round out your side lanes. Allegiance is already starting off strong.
Yeah, top of it, if they watched the EU yesterday, Malice and Alice were just unstoppable. That combination with the Shock Ultimate and Alice Hissy Fit was just, you could not beat that. And look at this, they're going to actually go for it to potential double mage competition. So they're going to jungle the Tulin and basically target focus Sleepy here and take away the Liliana from him.
Malik and Alice, the Malice composition. Yes, you said it accidentally, but you were 100% correct. That is it. It is so scary. Throw on the Hissy Fit, follow up with the Shock, and you just leave a trail of bodies behind you.
It's the most malicious combo you'll ever find in the entirety of your life, as it looks like Liliana and Ryoma are going to be locked in now. Double mage here, so it looks like we potentially are going to have ourselves a mage side lane. Suijay.
Yeah, potentially mage, probably Tulin jungle, Liliana mid lane, Maganga and Morin, the pocket pick Morin from Rocker here. That's a very scary hero that he just plays so well. He makes Morin look basically broken sometimes, especially in the late game. And then Maganga potentially being picked up. Sleepy actually gave For the Dream some advice and said Maganga is countered by Liliana, so he's basically intentionally picking up Maganga into Liliana here.
So I'm wondering how much at this point Allegiance is saying we're looking more to, they're so confident they're looking more towards the finals, or is this a true composition that they're just feeling like, hey, we're going to rock this as well here? This is sort of my question, because it seems there's just like a lot of Magonga's a little bit out there potentially, but it seems pretty comfortable for all these players.
Gentlemen, I want to enlighten you as well as the audience at home on a wonderful statistic. We talked about this, Alice. Out of the entirety of the regular season, Rest had 398 assists. Of those 398, 159 of them were on Alice alone.
Wow.
So
in 11 games, I think.
In 11 games. The prowess on this hero is unparalleled. I said it on stage, and we're going to continue to say it. Suijay, is there a chance for Flipside with this draft?
I do like Flipside's draft. It's very early game. If they can snowball and win the early game and not make any mistakes mid to late game, they'll win. But ALG has such a scary late game composition with that Malice combo.
And mid to late game is where ALG comes online. We know this. It's like they flip a switch. They get those key items. They go in and...
Twitch doesn't care. They don't care about the draft. They don't care about the stakes. They care about care about who they love. 67% for Flipside.
Flipping the side, flipping the script. They're going to go all in.
They're going to do everything they can. We are about to get ourselves underway. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Valor Series Regional Finals presented by AT&T.
Let's get into our first game here at E3 for North America here on day number 2. Allegiance taking on Flipside. Flipside needs to come out of the gate swinging. They need to make an impact here, and it looks like they're going to do just that.
Yeah, they're going to invade here because they have the more powerful comp early in. That's a 5-man full rotation over into AOG's jungle with Omar, with Ryoma, with Tulin and Lubu. Those are all super strong early game, and they got to be able to rotate, invade, and keep invading this early because Flipside has the stronger composition.
They do, but they are going to look to try and fight here. Rest is going to be the target. Nice knock up there as well. The heal's going to be popped with the counter with that stun, hitting every member of Flipside, and now the tables have turned, and that is going to be first blood as Bruticus does fall, but a counter initiation here coming in from Flipside. Rocker's getting very low, but MTS is standing in the front line, and Rocker is sustaining through that with that lifesteal. Look at the pushback, and that is going to be Zelf trying to survive. No! 3 quick takedowns there for ALG.
Yeah, what a great sunlight stun there by Rest. And then the Maganga Sleepy was able to combo the Toxic on top of that, slowing, stunning them. And then Rocker used that Impact Barrage to push them away just in time for him to escape there. What a good trade for ALG. And look at it, everyone has used their talents there consistently. ALG used the heal, used the execute at the right moments there to win that fight.
It was so interesting to see how Flipside stacked up there. They had looked like they were going to get that kill. They were hungry for it. They could see it in their sights, and in one moment, the turn, the Sunshine comes out, hits every single member, and then in that instant, Allegiance was like, no, we can turn this. And they did just that. The ability for Morin to sustain through all of that as well. Rocker on that hero. We talk about it time and time again for good reason.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, with Rocker, with Sleepy, they have pretty mid-game to late-game heroes. So what Flipside needs to do is they need to make sure that they secure these dragons, and they're positioning and posturing on Dragon right now. They're going to go ahead and take it, and that's exactly what they want to do. They have this stronger early encounter, and they know that, and they can abuse that, but they got to be careful here, because if it gets stolen, they're going to waste the dragon, and it gets taken by Zelf. Very nice job by the side of Flipside.
Yeah, Rest going in there, trying to snipe, but stepping a little bit too far forward. They're a little uncharacteristic there for him, and that's going to be the opening the Flipside needs to get some kills there, but it's actually going to be the turn, the counter initiation, though. Somehow ALG was able to recover this fight, bringing down every member, and that's going to be the ace. Allegiance sacrificing Rest, but for good reason.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great aggressive play by Flipside, but the counter engage by ALG. Rocker was not focused in that fight. He was able to clean up and do so much damage, resulting in an ace. After you take Dragon, you normally shouldn't lose the fight, but look at this. With Dragon being taken, they're behind significantly in gold now because of that ace.
I'm so surprised coming out of this because Europe played so conservatively yesterday. We saw games like 5 kills to 7, and that we are already at 11 kills to start this game before the 3-minute mark here. Both of these teams are showing, hey, NA likes to brawl.
Yeah, NA definitely likes to brawl. And I like the 3-man rotations by Flipside here. They're able to rotate past where they got to get in Rocker, but what a nice impact barrage are getting them out.
Oh no, that was the turn they needed. Rocker is sustaining through all of this, beautifully done. How is he still alive? Finally going to fall, but it is not going to be enough as every member of Flipside is now in full retreat or they're back looking to respawn.
Yeah, they gotta understand how Morin plays. If you bunch up like that and he casts the Magnetic Storm and the Impact Barrage flies out, he's gonna stun you into that storm, push you away, gives him enough time to run away, get some more damage, and the longer he can survive in a fight, the stronger Morin gets because of his precision passive. He gets more lifesteal, he survives and does more damage. You gotta be very careful. They gotta eliminate Rocker immediately with these fights.
They need to take him down right away if they have any hope of sustaining. That was so beautifully executed too. The Hissy Fit came down first, slowing them, giving them increased magic damage. Then you drop the Sunshine on that. Then you had the shock, then the follow-up with that Morin, getting a 3-person stun. Just so beautifully executed for Allegiance. There was not a whole lot the Flipside could do there. They were just CC'd forever.
Yeah, and they gotta be careful against Sleepy. When Maganga gets online, he gets his 2 items. He's gonna do so much damage. His Detonation Ultimate does AoE damage, and if he's stacking on you, he's gonna do a lot of burst. And look, they're able to catch him out just like that.
That was exactly what Flipside needed to do as the Dragon has spawned here. They needed to get that initial pick, but ALG is going to look to get one in return. Nice dodge there from Bruticus, but the slow is going to be enough to follow up, and that is going to be the kill there. They've committed a lot of resources for this. So this counter initiation with the shock, finding Zelf. Zelf trying to step forward. That is a lot of damage. The true damage coming out from Malik as well as Zelf getting pulled back in by KO, joining on the flank. And again, Rocker is living. This is not what Flipside needs.
Yeah, what a nice ultimate by MTS there on the Malik. And they're jumped right into it. Zelf was caught out, and then KO comes in with Wonder Woman, gets a beautiful lasso, putting him in, getting that kill. And now as a result, turning that fight in their favor, they almost secure the Dragon and then move on to the next objective.
This was so huge. It looked like Flipside was going to have a nice advantage there. Watch what happens when Rocker is allowed to play his game. His movement is impeccable. Finding the Liliana there, solo kill under the tower. He does not care. Doing so much work here on a hero he is so comfortable with.
Yeah, you got to be careful again with Rocker once he is stacking and getting more damage in that fight. That burst, that double shot that Morin does, it's going to delete you, especially when he starts getting crit. Once he finishes Clash Sanctity, Morin is going to be such a huge threat to squishy heroes like Liliana that Dual Spirals is on.
Yeah, Liliana fairly nimble, fairly mobile. Just like, I can get away here, and Rocker's like, no, I am going to chase you down. We are going to have a little conversation one-on-one here. Now he's just deciding it is time to push down this tower, and it is going to fall in an instant. I love what ALG is doing. We talk about their rotations, and we're seeing it executed here. They are finding value everywhere on the map.
Yeah, at this point, what Flipside can do is they have to give, and look at it, they're going to be able to take the bottom tower, the tier 2 tower as well, and then they're also getting the Dark Slayer.
Yeah, they're going in here, Baird, but there's the shock and counter initiation from ALG. The Dark Slayer is going to go the way of Flipside, but at what cost? His Sleepy is here as well. Always Dream is trying to survive, but they are just falling like dominoes. They did get the Dark Slayer, but it cost them all their lives, almost. Only 2 surviving.
Yeah, that was so risky. You actually want to defend your tier 2. You don't have enough items. All of the members have around 3k gold or less on Flipside, so trying to take that Dark Slayer, even with 5 people, is going to take way too long, and that's what happened. They took so much time that AOG is able to respond. And look at that, Rocker just finished his Clap Sanctity. That amount of crit and the crit damage percentage that it gives. Just look at that damage coming from Rocker here.
They're trying to focus Rocker. They're trying to take him down, but they just cannot do it here. The lifesteal is too much, and that is another series of kills coming in from Allegiance. 21 kills at the 7-minute mark. This is like as many kills in the first 7 minutes as we saw in an entire series in EU yesterday.
Yeah, that just tells you both teams like to fight, but Allegiance is coming out on top of these fights every single time. And look at Rocker. He's so fed right now. It's going to be so tough for Flipside to respond to try to fight back here.
And Zelf just gets deleted walking out of the fountain. Rocker just knocks him back into the Magnetic Storm, gets the stun. The Hissy Fit is there, and Rocker's just existing inside the enemy base. He does not care. He may finally die, but he's just having fun.
Yeah, Rocker was out of position. I don't know why the team didn't try to focus him down here, but they're going to basically fall again here. Look at level 9 versus level 11. They don't stand a chance.
Yeah, this is just the death timers being so low at this stage. They're constantly respawning. I don't think Allegiance can actually win this at this point just because, again, they're respawning so quickly here at this stage. But this is all Allegiance. Clearly, the practice they have been putting in is showing right here. And this is all the Rocker show.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you think about what combos each team has here, Flipside, they gotta be able to chain combo their Liliana stun, right? She has the Moonshine, Lubu has the Red Stallion knockup, Omar has his stun as well, Ryoma has Willing Blade stun. They gotta combo all that to try to maybe come back, but you know, with Wonder Woman, Alice, with the Impop Rush from Rocker on Morin, it is just too much CC that they can just fight back with.
Yeah, they need to make a miracle happen here, but this is going to be a miracle potentially now for Allegiance as they are finding this initiation Rocker on the flank. The shot coming in as well, the Hissy Fit KO with the bracelets of submission, and Zelf already getting critted for over 1,000 here before the 10-minute mark. That is not where you want to be. Always green in full retreat. With this composition, they wanted to win the early game, and instead, they got rolled by ALG.
Yeah, and this combo is so nasty with Alice giving that Sunshine, that speed boost, and then the red buff on Rocker slowing down every shot he lands. They just can't run away from this guy.
And that is going to be it. I think Allegiance is going to decide to win the game right here, right now, and taking it in one of the most dominant performances we have seen. Allegiance with game number 1.
And you're gonna... And just like that, Allegiance walks away with a clear, decisive, surgical precision, a word we've used quite frequently with them in the regular season, absolutely demolishing the members of Flipside Tactics. And at the end of the day, you just see the difference in skill levels and the powerhouse that they have created in this #1 seed.
Yeah, but Flipside, they did show some sign. They were able to gank Sleepy. They got the first Abyssal Dragon, and then they got Ace. But unfortunately, they did show that they were more decisive. They want to be aggressive early, and they understood their comps win condition. It's just the team fighting was just a little off, and that's where I think ALG really shined.
They took some good fights. Like, they had the initiation. They said, hey, we know we should take this. And they looked good. Conceptually, it was there. But mechanically, in those scrappy, drawn-out team fights, they just were not able to execute well. The way Rocker was able to get himself in and out of these fights, you'll be able to see it here.
Yeah, this is the replay here. They did a good job getting the Dragon, getting the kill here, and look at the focus here. Look at Rocker. He has both the buffs. They don't focus him when he enters here, and look at the damage. They're all bunching up, all the AoE damage coming out, and, you know, Flipside cannot do much here. Rocker is still alive. Zelf goes back into the fight when he should leave, gives him the ace, and look at the goal differential from there. It was devastating for Flipside to lose that fight and give over that ace.
The 4-man Magnetic Storm was just too much to deal with. Rocker came in and single-handedly turned that fight. Allegiance knowing exactly how far they can push it here. That is sort of their trademark here. They walk on a razor's edge, but they never seem to tip.
And you know what? There's one word to describe this, and I'm going to use this delightful thing to describe that. And you know what, Paul? I'm going to give it to you.
Oh.
It's going to happen.
Thank you.
That was the best throw I think I've ever seen in my life.
Really
I'm just
good.
going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're going to.
Oh, was supposed to open
He
it?
was supposed to open it because it was going to show Rocker's name, but he dropped the ball and it didn't work. But Rocker is the one that I want to talk about. We've talked about rest all season, but people forget to realize how powerful Rocker is in the jungle, making sure that his presence is known with Morin, making sure that he has the opportunities on those marksmen, and pushing his team to victory.
Yeah, Morin, again, he understands that hero's limits, the win conditions so well. He used every ability perfectly. I mean, the Magnetic Storm, the Impact Barrage. Once you land a Magnetic Storm, you Impact Barrage heroes into that, they all get stunned. They get chain CC'd, and then Alice comes in, and Malik comes in, Wonder Woman comes in. What do you do next? You die.
Yeah, that's pretty much
about
it.
right.
But while we do get ourselves loaded into game number 2, we want to go ahead and take a moment to talk about one of the newer heroes to grace the Antares battlefield, and that's Rourke.
Yeah, Rourke is such a fun hero to play. He's super aggressive. He likes to get in your face, land that stun. He has Scatter Shot, which pierces his opponents. 3 of those arrows come out, and can stack that up to 12 times. So the longer he's in a fight, the more he's focused on the same target, the more damage he can do. However, you can counter that by being great support and getting in the way of that Scatter Shot if he's focusing on one of your carries. And he also has a great ability called Bolt. They can just dash in there, and it's temporary stun you. So he wants to get in your face, and Determination, this is one of his best ultimate. It makes him immune to CC and able to stick on top his targets he wants to assassinate.
He plays, part assassin, part marksman. He's all dangerous. He gets right up in there. He likes to brawl. He's very much that bruiser class, but very mechanically intensive as well, because you need to know the way they sort of have to time those auto attacks and time all that as well to make sure that you're actually hitting the target you want to be. So much fun to play, though. And again, popping Determination, just running in and just going wild in the back. So much fun.
It has been a journey for Allegiance. Flipside now has a ladder to climb because they find themselves in a hole down 1-0. We're going to get ourselves started in a draft shortly. It is going to be Allegiance on the red side. You're going to have Flipside Taxes taking up the blue. What is going to have to change in this draft phase, Sweet
I think Flipside needs to ban Alice. You cannot give Alice and Malik over to any top-tier team. We saw what EU did with that. When Malik and Alice were together, that wombo combo was just too much to handle. You just couldn't do anything against it. You get chain CC'd and locked down, and as a result, there wasn't much that you could respond to. So Alice definitely needs to be taken away, and hopefully Malik as well.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, Superman being banned on the first pick. I don't know why would they ban Superman if they have first pick here potential, because he's such a great first pick.
Yeah, this is, again, clearly something happened. They're respecting this flash pick. That they're going to fear it more than the Alice. They're going to fear it more than the Malik. Something happened here. I'm going to guess in a scrim or something that was sort of impacting this flash ban here as well. But overall, Teamy, Zenial, no surprises there. I cannot let Alice through. I mean, yeah, the Malik was...
They need to first pick Alice then. If they
need to
don't
first pick
ban
it.
it, they need to first pick the Alice or first pick the Malik, because if they give 2 picks, Malice, Alice, over to ALG again, I'm going to call it GG right off the bat.
Malice, Alice, indeed. That is going to be, yeah, the combo just is so terrifying because you throw it down and there's the Omen. So what are they going to do here? I think they need to lock that in right now. I mean, we've seen the Lubu picked up quite a bit. Obviously, something we were seeing overseas as well, and then seeing in Europe.
Ooh.
And we're going to see it here
They're
again.
going to go for Lubu. I mean, that's what Taiwan, the best team, does in Taiwan, JT. They first pick the Lubu, but again, Malik is being open. Malik's only banned in the Taiwan because how strong he is, how good he is against so many. And there we go. The Malice combo comes out, and that's going to be so tough. Flipside needs to play much more precise here to counter this.
Sweet J, at the beginning of the draft phase for game number 1, the second they picked Alice, you said GG. And the reason why that is because Allegiance regular season, now including the first game of the playoffs, have not lost a single game since picking up Alice onto the. If Alice is on the battlefield, Allegiance is not losing. And so that is definitely a tall task that Flipside has to find a way to get a strategy. It looks like they're going to be very similar. Tulin and Wonder Woman being covered.
Again, the Wonder Woman is not a good pick because Malik is actually a really great counter against Wonder Woman. She likes to build really tanky, but he does true damage. So he actually can out-trade her in lane and also offers really good utility. When she jumps in, he can just ult on top of her, and Wonder Woman has no escape. So Wonder Woman into Malik is rough. Ryoma would have been better, but now they're going to hand over Ryoma to KO, who's phenomenal on this here, and then Liliana on Sleepy. Need I say more about him?
This is literally, if I was like the heroes that ALG is known for the most, or like some of their absolute top tier favorite picks, KO on Ryoma, MTS on Malik, Rest on Alice, and Sleepy playing his Liliana. You know he's got to be happy up there. And it's like they're just getting exactly what they want. This draft went, I think Allegiance is saying, we won this draft hands down. And clearly Flipside saying, let's go early game if they do lock this in. They're going all early game. They say they need to win the fights early, but
they're going to go for Batman Jungle, which has worked when he came out. Batman is actually very, very strong in the early game. He does so much in his kit. He chases opponents. He can work if they combo and use Omar and Batman to invade, and shut down ALG's early game completely.
He's Batman.
No. Paul, don't talk.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
You do the Batman voice, you lower the IQ of everyone in the room.
I'm so sorry.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's Rocker too on his Morin. Oh, good. Oh, good. Allegiance got the draft that they were dreaming. Like, if you want to talk,
Yes!
Hey!
There we go.
Where's the Rourke?
So we had conversations with some of these players, and we were said, all right, is there an opportunity for you to pull out Rourke? Is that an option? And a couple of them were like, I mean, we've got it in our pocket, it's something, but when you think about new heroes, when you think about those additions, you have to get the hours, you've got to get the playtime, and what better way to see it than our first semifinal of the day in Rocker.
Yeah, I mean, Rourke is a really fun hero to watch play. Rocker's, with how aggressive Rocker is, I can't wait to see how he's going to play this Rourke. Again, Rourke wants to go in with his entire team and focus one opponent down, and it's going to be a very aggressive playstyle. But they have to survive early game against Flipside. But based on game one, I think they'll be fine.
We've praised the Morn from Rocker since we first seen it come out. I think he's going to come into this game with Rourke and like even raise the bar even further here. I think this is going to be an absolute dominant showing here from ALG just based on the draft. But Flipside, they've got a chance.
They do have a chance, and you have a chance at home as well to win, or more likely not win, because you're going to get an opportunity to sign up for the closed beta. Arena of Valor is coming to the Nintendo Switch. There's a link below. Head over to that link. That way you can get yourself in the closed beta later on this summer. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for game number 2 of our first semifinal of the day. Allegiance is up 1-0 over Flipside.
They are indeed, and they're going to look to fight to start this off in the mid here. Sleepy is going to be the target now. He's going to try and get himself out, but there's the 4-man stun coming in on the flank. The heal already being popped. KO on the flank, looking for that knockout punch to start this game. Because he's doing it with the Naginata. That's not fair.
Yeah, they got to be careful there because MTS, he got so much value from his cleaves there, hitting multiple opponents. You cannot get close to a Malik. What makes Malik great as a melee hero is he has actually much longer range than most melee heroes do. So if you get close to him and he's able to cleave 3 or 4 of you, he's going to do so much damage from that true damage that he brings from his cleave. And then his next auto attacks become enhanced and also do true damage as well. So you got to be careful. Once Malik lands that, it's the win condition. You need to back off because if he misses it, then you want to go in, and Flipside was not able to pull that off.
And I love how they're intentionally ending it up against the Wonder Woman dual spirals now getting very low. And there's the snipe as well coming in from Rest. Zelf already low to start this off. Rest is going to duel him here, and I think this might be another kill. Always Green is going to drop to Rocker and friends, and yes, that is going to be Sleepy with the clean-up crew. Don't walk into our jungle, they say. You're going to get punished.
Yeah, and you can see MTS is completely dominating this lane against Wonder Woman. Malik is so good into Wonder Woman. You do not want a Wonder Woman to lane against a Malik here. They need to switch it up and put Ryoma against the Malik because Wonder Woman is going to lose against Malik every time, which then will allow MTS to rotate and put a lot of rotation pressure towards the mid lane. And on Dragon side, he is winning the Dragon side of the map right now, and it's going to allow ALG to probably take this first Dragon when it spawns. Yeah,
they're going to look to maybe pick up a kill here to start this off. There's the stun, the follow-up. Look the way they're chaining it with Alice and with that Liliana half-healthing or more the side of Flipside here, as now we have ALG looking towards his first dragon.
Yeah, they're going to take this for, again, really nice job, pushing Wonder Woman, winning the lane, and then going into jungle, invading, getting 2 members low, so they cannot contest. But Flipside also responding in time. They're going to go ahead and trade for back Sentinel, so that's really smart of them to do, so they don't fall too behind because Dragon was given over.
Yeah, they need to be careful here, though. They don't get too far behind in this early. Oh, KO! A little stutter stepping going on there. Look to try and go in there and set that up as well with the Red Stallion, get that knock up and try and get that kill, but he turned in an instant. The Wailing Blade was there and shutting down that aggression. So yeah, they got the Spirit Sentinel, but Allegiance got that first dragon, and that's going to start to stack.
Yeah, what a nice rotation there. Invade jungle, Rocker takes the jungle, goes back to mid lane, and they do a 3-man rotation, cut the wave, allow their other wave to then crash into the tower, and slow down Wonder Woman's rotation, which allows them now to put mid lane pressure. Look at that Mount Husband going in there.
Oh yeah, Dual Spirals is getting solo the shock, more like shock and awe here on top of that hissy fit. Just doing so much work here. Allegiance looking so strong, not able to find any kills. A good defense there from Flipside, but they are very much on the back step. They drafted a composition to win the early game, and they are behind multiple thousands of kills.
Wow, and look at Rocker there. He uses the Determination Ultimate to get out of that chain CC, and he focuses down Always Green, who is the tank of the team. But if you're level 3 and you have a level 6 or level 5 jungler, that level 3 is not going to be able to help you stay tanking up to survive.
Yeah, Always Green has not been having the best game so far. They've just been focused down in every single one of these fights, just not allowed to really come online here. Rocker is going to be the target. He's going to be able to walk away here, not unscathed, but with his life, as we do see it, almost 3K golding for Allegiance here at the almost not even 4-minute mark.
Yeah, this is devastating. What Flipside needs to do is they need to stop the bleed. They don't have that many kills that they had it over, but look at it. It was almost a 3K gold lead. The level disparity is huge. Always you need to be careful because as level 4 support, he's going to fall prey to level 7, level 6 carries. So he's going to be able to do so much damage against him because of his low level.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, they are going to look for an invade here. They are going to try and snipe out that red buff. Sleepy was not able to get that. So, hey, some life here being shown by Flipside. They know, hey, we're behind, but we cannot continue to play passively because that is how we are going to lose this game. I love the fact that they are looking to play to win, not play to not lose.
Yeah, however, the dragon has spawned. They're not playing on a dragon side of the map. As a result, they're going to hand over a free dragon to Elite, and they're not going to trade anything. They did get the Spirit Sentinel, which is okay, but over time, the dragon gets stronger and stronger. He gets more experience and more gold over time, so they got to try to at least contest it and get a pick or trade towers for it instead of the Spirit Sentinel at this point.
And I believe the KO just soloed Bruticus there up on the Slayer side of the map. That was not ideal. They're just only furthering that lead for KO. Level 8 up there with Rocker looking so solid up against level 6 Bruticus. That's not a fight he can really take there as Rocker is going to go in. The team is going to be there to back him up. Sleepy is joining. There's going to be the shock. Nicely done from MTS as they are going off. But they are trying to survive. Good rise to submission there as well with the Wailing Blade. They're taking down the towers in mid as well. There is going to be so much aggression from Allegiance. Bruticus is trying to survive, but that may have been an error.
Yeah, what nice focus on Zelf there. And MTS using the shock to zone out the enemy team. So Zelf is caught out of position. They focus on Zelf, and they focus down Fair, and then Bruticus. Such great team fight and focus from ALG here. They're just comboing so well. Flipside just cannot respond at this point.
I feel like Allegiance has leveled up in the break. They're coming back so strong right now. Flipside just is not knowing what has hit them right now. Hissy fits every single time, resulting in so many kills as Allegiance is still going in, diving onto the high ground, securing more of these kills. They are going off right now. 11-0 at the 6-minute mark. This is Allegiance like we've never seen.
Yeah, this is so devastating. Zelf is constantly getting caught on his Batman. And Batman is not that strong in the late game. He's only level 7 against a level 10, 11, and 9. And you saw Rocker using that boat, dashing in there, securing that kill, knocking them up, stunning them, and then his team just following up. That's exactly how you want to play with Rourke. That's Rourke's playstyle. You want to go in with him, and Allegiance is just executing the competition so well.
You're approaching a 10K gold lead right now from Allegiance. So at this point, Flipside is going to be struggling to catch up right now. Simply, they just don't have the levels. They just don't have the items. They just don't have the damage. They will need to find a pick, combo that into a dragon, and then somehow look towards a Dark Slayer. There is a very specific series of events that need to occur on the Flipside to win this game. It is a tall order.
Yeah, it is a very, very tall order. I mean, the key that Flipside hits back is if ALG makes a mistake, maybe they can steal Dark Slayer away and get an ace A counter ace for the turn, but that's looking highly.
Especially ALG is going to look to go towards this Dark Slayer, and they are going to get it uncontested here, which means they're going to have that additional buff. As strong as they are, they just became stronger. Allegiance is going to look to win this game right here, right now, and watch what happens. Sleepy presses his buttons, and people.
Yeah, Alice has frosters too, so watch that Alice ultimate. That hissy fit placement and timing is going to be critical to this fight. Look at that, oh my goodness.
They are just going in, diving onto the high ground, diving the towers. They just don't care. Look at dual spirals going in there. Kind of just live under his core, but ALG are going to look to push in there and win this game. They're trying to survive, trying to sustain, but the heal is their Allegiance without giving up a single kill. 2-0. They are going to take this semi-final here. They will be advancing to your grand finals here for North America. Allegiance take the game.
Did such a good job there. 0 deaths. You just saw them warm up maybe game 1, first time on stage. Now game 2, they're just destroyed.